So here's me, minding my own business, thinking that I might want to check out Modern Warfare again. Game of its time, an iconic title, and one that really spelled my interest for video games in general. Now, the first Call of Duty that I played was Modern Warfare 2, November 10th, 2009, was when my mum purchased that game for me. It was one of the first games that I got for Xbox 360, and at the time, it probably wasn't a game that I should be playing at 9 years of age, but we'll skip over that and realize that it showed my love for video games and that we're here now, and I thought, why don't we take a little revisit down memory lane, check out Modern Warfare before the brand new one comes out on October 25th, 2019. So I go onto a random key website that I'm not going to disclose, because I'm not going to purchase the game for $18.99 off of anywhere else, and I'm definitely not going to get it from the Steam store at their extortionate prices. So I come onto the site, and I get a really nice deal. I get the game for £5. With the transaction fee, it's around £6, but I also used Honey to be able to save me a couple of pence. I think it was like 20 pence on the sale. So if you want to go and check out Honey, my referral link is in the description. If you sign up and make a purchase or save discounts on products that you're buying with Amazon or any online reputable store, I do get then credit for that and a $10 gift card. But that's beside the point. So I thought, you know what, let's check out Modern Warfare. Let's go and see how iconic this was, because recently I started rewatching Syndicate's Race to Prestige on COD 4, and I was like, you know what, I want to do something like this just in my spare time. So why not check out the game? So I buy the game, I install it, I come onto the game, I make sure I patch it because I know there is a patch for the anti-cheat to work, and I'm like, you know what, fair enough, let's get into the game. So I then load up the game. We have this nice little music in the background, the music that everyone loved, coming home from school, putting on Call of Duty and playing until the evening, until the sunset, and everyone was online bashing the game. And I realized that if we go on to join game, if we go on to this, you can see how much the game is modded. It is insane. The amount of high XP games, the amount of modded matches there are is insane. And even if I go on to the regular servers, which are run by Infinity Ward themselves, they made little support since 2014. Now, there are games to be found, of course, but even these are going to be modded. You can see all the titles: hardcore TDM, softcore TDM, high XP, and I'll show you one of these. We'll join the server, and we'll show you what's gonna actually happen. I played one game, and I ranked up 13 times, and that just shows how modded this game is at the moment. So we'll auto-assign. You know what? We'll use this. Look how modded this is. The FOV is different. Everything about the game itself has changed. And honestly, I miss the old days of just being able to come on and play some COD. I might go to play Modern Warfare 2 just because of how good that game is, and just because it's one that isn't as modded. It still has pretty active players, around 150 with a peak of around 900 a week, I'm pretty sure. But I just realized that the game itself, COD 4, is so heavily modded, it is insane. It looks like by this point, I'm going to have to just get my pleasure of the game from re-watching the series that I used to watch when I was growing up. Because at this point, the game, for me, is unplayable. It sort of takes away the main precipice of Call of Duty itself. As you can see, you get a single kill, and you get 600 XP for it, which is pretty crazy itself. This guy obviously has a little bit of an aim assistance, I assume. The game is that modded now, and the anti-cheat is that weak that there's so many backdoor entrances around it. It makes it literally impossible to be able to find a game that is unmodded, that is no cheaters. But honestly, I'm really looking forward to the brand new Call of Duty. I've not returned to COD in probably 7 years. I carried on replaying Modern Warfare 2. I then played Black Ops as well. Then I was like, you know what? I want to, relive the past. Play some throwback games, but apparently that is definitely not an option, considering we're just getting absolutely slammed every time we spawn. But again, I just wanted to show you guys, because I know many of you, especially if you're from the UK, or that sort of time where Xbox was growing, where the games were starting to become very popular, even with like kids as well. There were a lot of people that I know from my school that were playing Call of Duty, that were playing Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, just because of how good of a game it was. But again, it's literally impossible to be able to find any sort of enjoyment out of a game that is this old just because of how modded it actually is going to be. But again, the game itself is still pretty entertaining. I like the older Call of Duty titles. I do prefer them to the newer ones, especially after Ghosts. I think once Ghosts flopped and we saw how bad that was, I think many people realized that the games like Modern Warfare 2 and those sort of titles were never going to be outmatched. And I hope we see something good out of Modern Warfare, the remaster. I mean, the trailer looks absolutely incredible. If you've not seen it, I'll drop a link in the description and you can check it out for yourself. But it's such a photorealistic game, and it should be for a AAA title of its age. But it's one of the CODs that I'm definitely going to be buying, definitely looking forward to playing. I'm probably going to make some YouTube content on as well, considering that I've been wanting to start making some videos. With this being said, with me being absolutely destroyed in any sort of aim battle that I'm trying to take right now, I'm probably going to dip out of the game itself. It was £5 well spent, just to show me what Call of Duty is now coming to, at least on the older generation games, but I don't think I'll be playing this one all too much. We'll probably stay with Modern Warfare 2. It seems like much more of a stable game at the moment. I've seen no cheaters on that game since I've been playing it, actually, which is interesting. But obviously, this is probably different on Xbox and PS4 or PS3. If there's backward compatibility, I'm not too sure. I don't focus on consoles. It's probably a different scenario. I don't even know where half of the time you get killed from. But with that being said, that is going to wrap up this video, and if you have enjoyed, then make sure to subscribe. I will be bringing some Modern Warfare content to this YouTube channel. I want to start getting videos out more regularly. I think there's definitely a good spell of videos to come out of Modern Warfare, especially with the fact that the missions have been touted as being more violent than the No Russian mission out of Modern Warfare 2, which I think in itself is insane, considering that was very terroristic based. Either way, the campaign and even the multiplayer, that's where I grew up on the multiplayer. It'll be a very interesting title to play. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, then make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.